I mean, I understand that you're not going to know all of them, but basic traffic laws, which is why you get a driver's license, you go through some basic training for getting your driver's license and have some education on those basic laws at that time. And it is required to have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle on the highway of Colorado. 23T86, Larissa Fortune.
Judge, I did attempt to discuss with Ms. Fortune.
She has another case as well, 25T727, which is set in March.
Okay. She is here. I attempted to speak with her and we did not reach any sort of resolution. And I can't get an answer from her on whether she's—
Ms. Lewis, or Ms. Fortune, come on forward. Come forward. You also have a case, as I said, 25T727, that's set on March 10th, I believe. Do you want to set both of these cases at the same time?
I am here as a woman of peace by special appearance.
So that doesn't answer my question, ma'am. Do you want to set both your cases at the same time to try to resolve both of them together?
Before we move forward, may I have a couple of questions clarified, please?
What are your questions?
I do not understand the nature of the cause and the charges before me.
So you're charged with several counts. First of all, no proof of insurance. That means you're driving on a public highway without proof of insurance for the vehicle that you're traveling in.
Objection.
That can't, no, you're asking a question, I'm answering it.
Okay.
So you ask the question, I'm going to give you the answer. Okay. If you like it or not, that's up to you, but I'm answering your question.
Okay.
So your charges are, number one, no proof of insurance. That means that you are operating a motor vehicle on a public highway without proof of insurance or a policy of self-insurance. That can carry up to 1 year in the county jail, up to $1,000 fine, and 4 points against your driving privilege. It can also suspend your driving privilege. Count 2 is driving under restraint. That's a traffic infraction. That means you're driving when your license is under some sort of restraint or suspension. That's a non-alcohol related suspension. That's a traffic infraction that can carry up to $100 fine, 3 points against your driving privilege. Count 3 is driving with expired license plates. That's also a traffic infraction that carries a $35 fine and is a 0-point offense. Count 4 is speeding. That's 10 to 19 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That's also a Class A traffic infraction that carries a fine and points against your driving privilege. Generally, the fine is $135 for that offense, and it is a 4-point offense. And finally, you're charged with making a turn where prohibited by a traffic control device. That's also a traffic infraction that carries a fine and points against your driving privilege. Those are the charges that have been filed against you.
Is there any injured party that's present here today?
There's not required to be an injured party for traffic offenses, ma'am.
Is this a civil or criminal case? Is there a requirement for me to obtain a registration, license, and insurance?
There is a state law requirement for that, yes. That's why, I mean, you're charged with not having that. If you have that, that's a way to resolve the case.
But
the state law is requires anyone operating a motor vehicle on a highway in the state of Colorado is required to have a valid driver's license and proof of insurance and current registration for the vehicle.
Ma'am, my next question is, that is in conflict to the Constitution, which states that I do not have to have a license.
It is not in conflict with the Constitution, ma'am. It is directly authorized by the Colorado Constitution. Colorado Constitution authorizes the legislature to enact laws for public safety regulations, which is what these are. And so it is absolutely permitted and allowed under the Constitution, and there are multiple cases that indicate that, including the Constitution itself, that says the legislature can enact laws for the public safety on the public roadways.
Well, and in that case, wouldn't that be underneath the enclave clause with Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17?
No, it would not. Because the judicial department is permitted to enforce the law. So this is why we have three branches of government, okay? The legislator makes the laws that people are required to follow.
But there are over 60,000 laws. Are people supposed to be required to remember all of those laws?
Well, you can't, I mean, I understand that you're not going to know all of them, but basic traffic laws, which is why you get a driver's license, you go through some basic training for getting your driver's license and have some education on those basic laws at that time. And it is required to have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle on the highway of Colorado.
Well,
Ma'am, I'm not going to have a debate with you about public policy. These are authorized by the Colorado Constitution.
ma'am, I'm not
And by the
debating with you.
legislature.
I'm asking for clarity, and I'm asking questions for clarity.
I'm giving you the answer, and they are absolutely authorized by the Constitution.
My next question would be, with Article 13 and 14 that shows that there's a dual system of law. With that dual system of law, can you please provide evidence that I am under the subject matter jurisdiction of the United States, as I am a woman under the Republic of Colorado?
So,
And since there is a dual system of law, I'm asking for moving forward to provide the subject matter
so
jurisdiction.
the court has subject matter jurisdiction pursuant to Article 6 of the Colorado Constitution, Section 16 and 17, Colorado Revised Statutes 18-1201, Colorado Revised Statutes 13-6106. That's the jurisdiction. So the court absolutely has jurisdiction. My question to you, Ms. Fortune, again, is are you going to be getting an attorney? Are you going to be applying for the assistance of the public defender? Or what, are you going to ask to consolidate these cases together to set them at one time?
Yes, I
Because
would ask to please consolidate the cases together, and also.
They're going to be on the same court date.
Yes, please.
Okay,
And
then that's what we're going to do today.
then I would request a motions hearing.
We'll set that at the next court date. Ms. Jones, I understand in 25T727, you're going to be filing an amended complaint. Is that correct?
Okay, no, we're not filing the amended complaint, Judge.
Okay. All right. So ma'am, I'm going to set both of these cases on the next court date for you, which is going to be March the 10th at 9 a.m., which is the court date that we have on the 25T case. Between now and then, I strongly recommend that you consult with an attorney to determine how you want to proceed in these cases. And we'll see you then.